as we remember, again, our objective. What are we doing today? What are we expected to know? Not just know, but also we want to really apply. What we are wanting to do today, we want to examine organisms or even structures, such as, here's a structure. It's not living, so it's not our organism, such as leaves, which we've done, and use dichotomous keys for identifying them. And that has been kind of fun, and this is where we really get to go out and participate and start applying this dichotomous key concept. So our language objective, how are we going to do that? What is kind of that overall picture? By the end of today, what should we be able to do? Well, one, we want to make sure that you can respond orally, that you have that confidence in teaching someone orally of how dichotomous keys are useful in identifying structures or even those organisms. And that will be our kind of key question that we're getting to today. And so that's kind of that overall picture. So to make sure I understand what you're getting at, right now I want you to pair share with your shoulder partner. So again, the ones on the outside, you're facing the person in the middle right here, since we'll make y'all a group of 3. Pair share. What is that overall objective? What are we trying to get out of today? Go. That's fine. We'll go for that. So what is our overall picture? What are we trying?
Javier Sorolla.
All right, Mr. Sorolla, winner. Okay, Mr. Sorolla, help us out. What is that overall picture? What are we trying to accomplish today?
We will look at leaves and use the that D word over there.
Okay, the D word.
Yeah.
Okay, what is that D word?
Dichot.
Who's going to die?
No. Dichotomous key.
Oh, beautiful, okay. So using a dichotomous key.
We will look at plants and leaves and stuff.
Wonderful. So when you go home, your mom's going to ask, what did you learn? Mom, I learned all about leaves. Right? This is going to be great for applying to our life. You're going to be a leaf expert now and applying that application. Okay? I liked how you said we're going to use something to identify. Okay? So a dichotomous key. Dichotomous. I noticed we've been struggling saying that. So on the count of 3, we're going to say the word dichotomous. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Dichotomous.
You guys sound beautiful. You should be in choir. Okay. What's the next step?
It's simple.
So is it simple or is it compound?
It's simple.
So everyone's in agreement, so it's simple.
Yeah.
Okay, so far you guys are in agreement. Then what?
Are they lobed? They're lobed.
Is that lobed?
No.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you see any?
Yeah, because look, that one has a bunch of waves in it. Look
Okay,
at
is
that.
it wavy
Straighten it
because? Ooh, you're just seeing the waves and justifying the waves as being lobed. What does lobed mean? Look back at the definition.
Oh, changes direction.
Does it change direction?
No.
Okay.
That's where we messed up.
So is
That's where
that
you messed
lobed
up.
or?
But then it has smooth margins, and we already got one for that.
No, we said it's not low.
So Frankie, what do you think?
Well,
So you said it's not lobed.
and then, well, I said it kind of.
So go to where?
It doesn't have one situation. It goes up.
Are they smooth or
Oh, so
smooth?
wait, weren't supposed to write B?
Oh, so what are you writing there now?
Oh, that might be an extra credit.
So we weren't.
There you go.
Yeah, 'cause
Think of something. I want you to pair share, because we want you to orally use your complete sentences and be bold about it. Be confident. Why did you do this? How can this be helpful in the real world besides just a silly science lesson? Okay? Go.
Maybe different like examples like because they look exactly
Almost exactly like just
And then you wouldn't
different
eat the poisonous
8.
ones.
Okay, so dichotomous keys are useful in the identification of organisms
Or
and structures.
separating organisms out in different groups, placing them in their
Dichotomous keys are
correct
useful in the identification
of
organisms
organisms and
about
structures by placing them in their correct category.
and learning about the
much memory.
differences
Yeah.
between the two.
Because, yeah. So if we have to talk.
Has everyone had a chance to respond and answer? I know some of us maybe needed a jump start because situation maybe. Okay, I won't embarrass. Real quick before we leave, how is this useful? How can I really apply it in my real life? We're going to, how many are ready to share? If you're ready to share, raise up your hand. Well, I hope everyone's ready to share. So Sadie, you didn't have your hand up. So we're going to call on you. Help us out here. How are dichotomous keys useful?
They're useful because they explain to you what the leaf looks like. Like here it says they're thin needle-like, and they show you that they're like a needle.
Okay. How can I really apply this to real life?
You are able to place different organisms in their own categories and learn about their differences.
So if you have something you don't know about, what can you do? Can you ever find out? Can you actually really know what it is? I mean, think about that. Can you? If so, what would you use? How can I find out what it is? What would I use? Everyone at the same time. What would I use? You better believe it. So,
How you can identify which plants would be poisonous or not poisonous, edible,
okay, and that would be useful one.
so that you don't die.
Is that important? You better believe it. So dichotomous keys are useful. Let's help Epton out since he did not really utilize this. Are useful in identification of, you said, poisonous plants or animals, so that way you can survive in the wilderness. And if you really think about it, they also used it for medications. Y'all have been wonderful. I hope y'all know that. Have a tip-top, wonderful day.